All right, I just got the call from the captain. I'm heading over to get my 20 pounds of shrimp. It's gonna be $100. It's about, I don't know, 2 o'clock, 2:30, something like that. Looking forward to it. All right, as soon as I could, I put a sack of ice into my cooler. It's important to get the cooler cooled down before you put the shrimp in there so that there's no degradation of the quality of the shrimp. All right, we're here to get the shrimp. Yes, sir.
Oh, bloody nice.
Y'all have a good day out there?
No.
No?
No, sir. Not today. We've been having, you know, some good days.
Can you put a little of that ice?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Oh, they're gonna be good.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay, you have a good one.
Thank you very much. All right, we got the shrimp. If I can get out of here without getting into a wreck, we'll be in good shape. 20 pounds, $5 a pound, right off the boat. Tell me another place on earth where you can get that price. I just don't know. I just don't know. And in South Carolina, we have actually the best shrimp I've ever had, and I've had it in a lot of places. Kind of spoiled on it, because if the shrimp ain't fresh, it ain't good. And it's got to be good and fresh and well taken care of. And that's kind of what I'm doing this video for, is to show you how to take care of the freshest shrimp that you can get and make sure that they don't degrade. They're beautiful. They're right out of the ocean. So as soon as you can get them into ice, which we've done, we've got them sandwiched by ice. I've got a sack of ice on the bottom and then some of their ice on the top. And I'll get home and we will take their heads off. And then I'm going to show you the best way I found to freeze them. The shrimp will last almost a year in the freezer if you follow this method. It involves in freezing them in ice cold water. Now, the shrimp are heads on, but I'm going to take the heads off and show you how to do it. You know, these are right off the boat because the captain was out in the water this morning and I had to get a confirmation message that he actually caught enough shrimp for me to have. And what I want to do, first of all, is I want to get these shrimp and the cooler out of the car as fast as possible. Two reasons for this. First of all, it's late May and it's kind of warm outside and the car will warm up very fast and that's going to degrade the shrimp. And the other reason is my cooler doesn't have a plug in it, so all that shrimpy water is going to get into the back of the van if I don't get it out of the car as soon as possible. Anyway, let me get going. Ooh, look at those babies. Not a lot of leakage out of the cooler, so no shrimp juice in the van. Okay, so these are the 32-ounce plastic freezer containers that we're going to put the shrimp in. I'm going to include a link down in the description so you can find them on Amazon. All right, so what I like to do is I like to get these giant ice cubes and put them into a couple of containers. And then I like to take these containers outside. All right, so I have our 32-ounce containers with an ice cube in it. So I'm going to get the shrimp right now. So there's our shrimp. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the heads off and drop them into the containers. All right, we have 25 shrimp in the container. Seems like an arbitrary number, but these shrimp are 20 to 25 count. And what that means is that for 1 pound of shrimp, it's going to take 20 to 25 shrimp. So that's what the count means. If you have a count of 35 to 40, the shrimp are going to be much smaller, so you're going to need to have 35 to 40 shrimp to make 1 pound. But these are big jumbo shrimp, so they are much larger and it takes fewer shrimp to make a pound. So now I take these into the house. All right, we've got our ice cube in there and our 25 shrimp. Now this is cold water. And it's important to add cold water so that the shrimp stay cold because they've come from the ice. They've just been headed real quickly. Now they're sitting on ice. And you add the cold water. And so what's going to happen is that ice is going to keep these shrimp very cold until we can put a top on them and put them in the freezer. Okay, I got a top on them. So, in they go to the freezer. Get to know your local flies because you're gonna have plenty of them. All right, so we're gonna do the process again. We've got our ice in here. You're good. You can take the heads off with one hand. I'm not that good at doing it one-handed, but I'm pretty fast. These shrimp are so fresh that a lot of times the vein, which is the digestive tract that a lot of people find squeamish, will pull out in one track. So there's no, you don't have to devein the shrimp. You pull it out when you take the head off. That's pretty amazing. So let's take a look at these shrimp for a minute. This right here is their rostrum, which is a spiny point, and it can hurt if you get them into your hands or something like that. If you look closely, you've got that yellowish green tail. And that's a way for you to know that these are local shrimp. The foreign shrimp, the imported shrimp, do not have this yellow greenish tail. And that's important if you're gonna buy local and support the local fishermen, like the captain I got the shrimp from today. Now, because I can't use both hands to head the shrimp, I'm gonna have to do it one-handed. And what I wanna do is you just, really, there's one piece of shell right here. It's almost like a scale, a large scale. And where it hits the body right there, you just kind of pinch it. You literally pinch it like that. And there you go. There you have a shrimp without the head. And we have a container that's ready to go to the freezer. Now, a lot of dishes call for shrimp stock, and you can make shrimp stock out of these heads. It's awesome. We actually make a dish called barbecued shrimp. It's just not really a barbecued on the grill in a normal sense of the word. It's a New Orleans dish, but we have our own take on it here. They use like 3 sticks of butter in New Orleans per pound of shrimp. We use about a half a stick of butter for ours. And we use heads on when we make that. Actually what happens is these heads encapsulate all the juices and all the flavors. And so it's like the shrimp stock inside there. So it's almost like the shrimp, when it cooks, it poaches in its own stock. And there's nothing better than that. What you do is you take the shrimp and you cook them with onions and butter and garlic and Worcestershire sauce, Cajun spices, things like that. And when they're ready, you actually pull the heads off the shrimp and suck the heads, because that's where all the flavor is. Then what you do is you take some fresh French bread and dip it into that juice, and it is just to die for, man. It is the best. Look up New Orleans barbecued shrimp. But I know that Mr. B's Bistro is the place to get it. We've had it there before, and they actually suggest that you wear a bib, because what they don't do is they don't cut these feelers off, and if you're pulling out the feelers out of this buttery sauce, it slings all over your shirt and whatever you're wearing. So always get the bib if you're down at Mr. B's Bistro and have a chance to eat their barbecued shrimp. Look at the size of that shrimp right there. I have it on a really wide angle, so I don't know if it's gonna be in focus or not, but it is a huge shrimp. This is taking me a little bit longer because I'm actually recording it, but I wanted to show you, we've got a completely empty container here. We've got this pile of shrimp right there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead and fill up one of these containers with 25, 26 shrimp. We'll see how long it takes. All right, let's put the clock on the board and let's go. I'll probably speed this up a little bit. A little time-lapse photography here. All right, that's it. That's all I'm gonna put in there. I lost count on how many shrimp got in here. But the important thing is that you can do this really quickly. And that's very important because you want these shrimp to stay as cold as possible. Get them into that cold water and get them into the freezer so they are 35, 40 degrees for as long as possible. And that's really gonna make a huge difference when you eat your shrimp. You can't always buy heads on shrimp. And the reason for that is you can always tell the freshness of it. Shrimp that have the heads on them that are not fresh, the heads just fall off. They will actually pull off away from the body. These are so fresh that you still have to actually separate the head just like that. And again, that's how you can tell that they're fresh shrimp. The head just stays on as much as you can jangle them. Now, one of the things that's going to happen is you're going to fill up your container full of shrimp heads. So what we're going to do with ours is we're going to take them back here to the what? To the banana plants. Yes, that's right. Wouldn't be a video on the Simply Bananas 1 channel if it weren't for some banana plants somewhere involved. We're going to dump these out onto these banana plants so they can decay and make some fertilizer. Look at that. whole bunch of shrimp heads. But the cool thing is we're gonna actually set up a trail camera and see what kind of critters come to visit these shrimp heads. That's gonna be kind of cool. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video. We'll do that kind of after we finish prepping all the shrimp. Hey, so we're winding down on the shrimp. It's taken us almost a little over an hour. Probably would have been quicker not recording it, but you know, do what I can. One of the things to remember when you're freezing these shrimp or preparing to freeze them, the whole goal is to make sure that your shrimp taste fresh as possible. And to be honest with you, they're never going to taste better than when they come off that boat. So always save a handful of shrimp for your first meal. Don't freeze those, just save a handful, and when you're finished processing all of them, just go in and boil them right quick. Maybe make a little cocktail sauce or some drawn butter or something like that. Add a little Old Bay, and they will be delicious. We're gonna probably save about 10 of them because we have a giant porterhouse steak that I'm gonna grill for dinner. Flies. Okay, so we're all done. We ended up getting 12 32-ounce containers full of shrimp. That's pretty awesome. That's roughly 13 pounds, 14 pounds of shrimp, I would guess. Maybe a little bit more than that because I started overfilling them because we were running out of space. The next steps are pretty important. Remember to clean up your area, wash out your shrimp head bowl. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble with the flies because they love all this stuff. And remember that if you like this video, give it a thumbs up because that's important for us. And please stay tuned to see what comes and eats these shrimp heads on the trail camera. All right, we've got our trail camera set up. This is what it's seeing roughly on those shrimp heads. It's probably not quite this wide. Remember, you can see all of our trail camera videos from Costa Rica and from the swamps of South Carolina on the Ocho Verde Wildlife channel. Put a link up in the corner. Make sure you check that out. Subscribe if you want to. It's a pretty cool channel. We get a lot of cool things. Anyway, we'll see what comes in onto all these shrimp heads. Thanks for watching. See you soon.